we really want to offer this moment of silence so that he can ascend safely to the next realm. So we have his picture over here, if you'd like to read it before you start. And yes, so if you'd like to offer this moment of silence together as a community for him and his family. Thank you so much for your moment of silence. So once again, welcome to our Sunday service, everyone. My name is Sasha, I'll be your MC. So we're going to get started with our service. I'd like to welcome up our New Jersey Family Church Band in our song. So let's all rise together and join for our opening songs.
All right, brothers and sisters, welcome to today's Sunday service. We're going to be starting with All the Lands That I Loved, and throughout all these songs, I want to hear you guys sing along. We love it if you guys sing just as loud as we do. So, we very much appreciate your, how do I say this, contributions. Hope we all have fun singing along to all these opening songs. Come on, join us. I have been wondering all over this world, looking for something I just couldn't find. Seems like I'm moving in search of myself. Where will I find my peace of mind? Let's go, everybody! All the lands that I've loved, all the lands that I love, all the seas that I've
Thank you so much for our New Jersey Family Church. Let's give them a round, New Jersey Family Band. Let's give them a round of applause. Beautiful voices. I feel the Spirit. Don't you feel the Spirit, everyone? Woo! So let's start our Sunday service really feeling our Heavenly Parent Spirit and feeling the love by and passing them on to each other. So let's take this time to greet one another. How's your day? How was your week? You could give each other a hug, a nice handshake, a high five to really share the love and spirit this morning. Okay, brothers and sisters, wow, I really love this time, right? It's so warm and so welcoming, but I promise that you'll have more time later after the service. So if you can find your seats. Okay, brothers and sisters, so once again, welcome to Sunday service. We have such a special program prepared for everyone, so I really hope that you can gain a lot through this service and you can pass on, go throughout the week feeling light, energized, and ready, okay? So I'd like to take this time. We have a really special person joining us for our Sunday service. He came all the way from Japan. How many hours? Do you know how many hours that takes, the flight from Japan? A long time. And he was gracious enough to come to visit us. And so I'd like to welcome the president of Seige Ilbo, Mr. Hayakawa-san. If you can rise. Let's give him a warm round of applause. Thank you so much for coming. And I know that he's joined by his assistants. Yes, thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Yes, he's going to have a special time to share about what's happening in Japan later on. So thank you so much for coming today. And also, we have some announcements. We like to dismiss the summer program. So kids, I think there's supposed to be a screen. But if you are attending the summer program, kids, you're going to go upstairs to the lilac room on the 3rd floor. And they have a special Sunday program prepared for you. So enjoy your time, kids. Maybe we could give them a wave. Bye. Enjoy your summer program. Have fun. And also parents, just a reminder to pick up your kids after Sunday service in the game room. Okay, that's downstairs. Okay, and so now we like to go to our offering song. I'd like to welcome back up our band, and they're going to be singing a song from Lauren Daigle, How Can It Be? So let's welcome up the band again.
저들이 I dare not lift them up to the Holy One. You plead my cause, you right my wrongs, you break my chains, you overcome, you gave your life to give me mine. You say that I am free. How can it be? How can it be? I've been hiding, afraid of what you've done. Inside, I doubt that you still love me. But in your eyes, there's only grace now. You plead my cause, you right my wrongs, you break my chains, you overcome, you gave your life to give me mine. You say that I am free. How can it be? How can it be? Though I fall, you can make it new. From this death, I will rise with you. Oh, the grace reaching out for me. How can it be? How can it be? You plead my cause, you right my wrongs, you break my chains, you overcome, you give your life to give me mine. You say that I am free. You plead my cause, you right my wrongs, you break my chains, you overcome, you give your life to give me mine. You say that I am free. How can it be? How can it be? Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful summer day. We are so blessed that we get to be here together to really worship you, to be one big family, one under God. We are so grateful that we can be here, and there are so many things that are going in the world, so many tragedies, so many but we are so grateful that we can be here together to really get to meet with everybody, part of our family, once a week in this Clifton Church. We are so grateful. Excuse me. I am so grateful that I can return here to sing again
after maybe around 2 years after giving birth. Really, really grateful that I was able to return here to really join and worship with all of you. And I'm grateful for everything. In the name of Oji Bahian and Karen Bahian, blessed and true family, Ju.
Yeah, welcome back, Karen. We're so happy that you came back. What is that beautiful, everyone? I love this song. It's so amazing. Let's give them another warm round of applause. Thank you so much, bands. So now we're going to go on to the main portion of our Sunday service, the sermon. So we have our senior pastor, Pastor Naokimi, giving the sermon this morning. And he just came back from Las Vegas meeting True Mother. So he has so much that I always love hearing his sermons, right? We can learn so much, and we can really deepen our understanding of God and true parents. So let's invite up our pastor, Pastor Naokimi, with a warm round of applause.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Yes. Happy Independence Day a few days ago. Yeah, I did have a chance to go to Las Vegas earlier in the week, Monday through Wednesday. I was suddenly invited to have a meeting with our president. Yeah, at that time, we had a special visit and a chance to have a meal with Mother Moon. So that was very special. Anyway, she's preparing right now she's in South America for a major conference there. And so she was stopping by Las Vegas before going there. I'm sure we'll hear more about how that goes in a few days. But yeah, anytime I meet her, I feel her ongoing desperation and determination to bring about a peaceful world. And so I'm moved by her determination. You know, she's already past 80. It's not easy to travel at that age, even my age. Keep going back and forth from time zones is very exhausting. But I'm moved by her determination to continue to do heaven's will. So anyway, today I wanted to talk on the topic of freedom because we had a chance to recently celebrate America's birthday. Actually, in Bergen County, they had a whole festival. So I was able to go with my family, watch some fireworks, sing some patriotic songs, and yeah, it made me really reflect on the sense of pride and gratitude towards living in America. And I know, depending on which camp you're in or media, sometimes there's this trend of not being so proud of America for all the things it has done. But I do feel there are some founding principles in America that really make it a beautiful place to be. So it was the 248th birthday for America. 248. Now you might think that's a long time, but actually as for countries goes, America is like a baby compared to other countries. They've been around for much longer than that. But within a short quarter of a millennia, America has really become an amazing or leading nation of the world. And it's not just because of its own ability. I do believe it's because of God's will and providence, and also the founding of the country has deep meaning, which allowed it to be successful. So, when you think about America, what comes to mind? What is America known for? Freedom, yes. What else? Did you say power? Okay, power. Any other thoughts? When you think of America, what do you think? Food, Yankees. Religious freedom, wealth. Okay. Well, I did a Google search and I asked Google, what is America known for? And let's see what came up. Let's see if this thing works. Do I have to turn it on first? No. Okay, here we go. First, oh, yes, Liberty. Statue of Liberty are great landmarks. Do you know what the other one is? Hoover? No, it's Hoover Dam. That statue is from France, yes, that's correct. But it resides in New York City. They have a smaller version, actually, in France. Sports. We're known for football and baseball. Although a lot of countries claim this isn't really football. It's the real football, soccer, they say. But America is one of the few countries that plays football in this way. Food. Yes. You know, America is the country that has the most fast food restaurants in the world. Did you know that? We like our food fast. So this is one thing that America is known for. Historic figures. Yeah, we have several of the most famous people in the world that were from America. And these are some of the figures that are very well known throughout the world. Hollywood. Yes, the film industry. You know, Hollywood is the first, oldest, and the largest film industry in the world in terms of revenue. Now, whether that's a good or bad thing, I saw a thumbs down here, but in terms of influence, it has tremendous influence around the world. Tech giants. You know, I looked up the biggest brands in the world, and 8 out of 10 of the biggest brands by value came from America. Top 5, I think 4 of the 5, there was 1 from China, but 4 of the 5, top 5 were from America as well. So tech is huge in terms of America also leading the way in tech. This was one of the songs that was sung, patriotic songs. I'd like you to sing it with me. I'm not a singer, but if everyone sings together. Ready? My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the Pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. Give yourselves a hand. Good job, everyone. So, yeah, America is known as the country of freedom. And today I wanted to talk about the topic of true freedom. What is true freedom? So I started with the definition. This is according to just random Google search. The state of being able to act without hindrance or restraint. What do you guys think? Sound right? Freedom, the ability to act without freedom, without hindrance or restraint. This is a generic definition of freedom. You guys agree? Yes? Okay, there's some like shaking their heads, but generally I would say yes. But, as you know, I'm gonna go. Question is, if we were to apply this definition and everyone are free to act without hindrance or restraint, would we be free? No. what would happen? If everyone can act without hindrance or restraint, this town, it would be chaos, right? Think about it. If anyone can do whatever they want, anytime they want, it would be chaotic. So there's a question here. The definition of freedom is saying that you can act without freedom, hindrance, or restraint. But if you apply this definition, then you end up without being free. Isn't that an oxymoron? So there must be more to understanding what is true freedom. Okay? And that's what we're going to go over today. There's a quote from Father Moon. Many young people are confused about the true nature of freedom. They think simply following one's impulses is freedom. But what is the meaning of true freedom? In light of the principle, 3 characteristics of freedom stand out. So actually, according to the principle, there's 3 rules or 3 key points of characteristics of freedom. Does anyone want to put on their DP thinking hats? What are the 3? No pastors allowed. What are the 3 principles of freedom? Let's start with 1. No freedom without responsibility. Very good. That's one of them. Let's see, is that the first? Oh, no, sorry. Principle. Okay, I gave the answer. What's another one? Outside of principle, right? And then there's one more. Someone already said it. Results, right? Okay, so we're going to go into each of these, but according to the principle, there's 3 factors. Number 1, no freedom outside the principle. Number 2, no freedom without responsibility. And number 3, no freedom without accomplishment. The word is accomplishment. It's very similar to result, but in the principle it says accomplishment. Okay? PRA. So we got to remember these 3 points. And let's start with the first one. This is in, page 74 of the Divine Principle. So no freedom outside the principle. What does that mean? Let's see. What does that mean? Let's read. Whoever looks intently into the perfect law that gives freedom and continues in it, they will be blessed in what they do. This is from James chapter 1, verse 25, from the Bible. So basically, in order to experience freedom, you need to know the laws of freedom. Okay? The laws of freedom. It's kind of like, anyone like video games? No. Yes. Okay, we have a hand in the back. I always reference video games because I like video games. But in order to be free to play the game, you need to learn the rules of the game, right? There's always set rules, and within the rules, you can be free to play. Same thing in life and in the universe. In order to be truly free, you need to know the laws of freedom. So let's hear some examples. You know what that is? It's one of the first airplanes, right? For the longest time, humanity had wanted to experience the freedom of flight. And actually, if you wanted to experience that, you could. Today. Actually, I guess we have airplanes, but I'm saying you could, without an airplane, you could jump off a cliff and experience the freedom of flight. Right? But then that will be very short-lived. Unless you have a parachute, right? So in order to experience the freedom of flight, you need to know the principles of aerodynamics, right? A parachute uses the principles of aerodynamics to slow the descent and allow you to survive the fall, right? So same thing with planes, they have certain principles that they follow which allow you to experience and enjoy the freedom of flight. Does that make sense? So if you want freedom, you need to know the principles that allow that freedom to take place. This is an interesting quote from Father Moon. God himself is guided by the same principle. God created all the laws of the universe, so he must be the first to uphold them. It's a very interesting concept that God not only created these laws of the universe, but that God has to be the first to also live according to those principles. So he cannot go outside or beyond the principles that he created. So same thing with us as human beings. We also, the more we understand these principles and live according to them or within that framework, we can actually experience true freedom. Okay, next one, no freedom without responsibility. I remember one time I was mentoring some young adults, and they were complaining that the more responsibility that they took, they became more busy, and they kind of burnt out. And they said, I feel no freedom, right? So most people try to escape responsibility, right? I want to be free. You know, one time I remember distinctly, there was a sophomore year in high school. I was 16, and my friend called me, oh, let's go play. And then, but I was preparing for the PSATs, and I had determined to study the SAT book. I borrowed a book from the library and do like a test every day, you know, something like that. So I remember struggling very much, but I decided I'm going to study that summer. And of course, some people may be like, you're a nerd, right? Well, I am a nerd, but also, I'm a successful nerd. Of course, there's pros and cons in each one. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but by taking responsibility that summer to study, I did well on my tests, and that got me into a good school, and that got me into, actually, that's where it kind of ends, but well, I did get a good job, but not more from a heavenly perspective. But the point is, the more, by taking responsibility, it's counterintuitive, but you end up earning more freedom. Okay, let's say you were free and you just played all the time. What would happen if someone just played and did whatever they want during the summer? Like my kids. No. Actually, both of them are working now. Imagine that. Well, thank you. It's like Gongcha Tea House, something like that. Anyway, that's my son. Where was I? Freedom. Yeah. So if you didn't do anything and just played over the summer, and you did that every summer and every day of your life, what will happen eventually? What would happen? You'll be evicted? Addicted. Addicted to playing? Maybe not addicted, but eventually someone is going to kick you out of their house. Either your parent or the landlord, because you're not paying your bills because you don't have any money to pay your bills, right? So although you're free to do whatever you want, you are not free to choose the consequences. So there's a universal law of cause and effect. And when you take responsibility, you're actually investing in your future greater freedoms. Okay, let's read. Oh, this is another example. This is about sin. Okay, this is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 19. They promise them freedom while they themselves are slaves of depravity. For people are slaves to whatever has mastered them. Okay. This is an interesting quote because this talks about vices and sins. This is one of the most powerful truths about sin, and that is, although it's sold as an expression of freedom, it becomes the very thing that enslaves you. Anyone know the 7 deadly sins? Anyone? How about one of them? One of them. What? Gluttony. Right? What is gluttony? Eating too much, right? So if I'm free to eat as much as I like, is that freedom? What happens, right? You become sick or you overeat. You're not free to wear the clothes that you want to wear or look good, or in fact, you might be bound, or you might even be at a point where you're addicted to eating and you can't even survive without not eating all the time, right? You end up becoming a slave to that freedom of being able to eat whatever you want, whenever you want. Does that make sense? All the sins are connected to something that seems like freedom, but by engaging in it, in the end, you become a slave to that very same thing. So this is something you have to be wise about, because when you're sold stuff online or everywhere, they tell you, oh, have greater freedom, do this, do that, but be wise and think, will this actually lead me to greater freedom or not? And so you have to think, a few months down the line, a year, 10 years, does this actually give me more freedom or not? So it's a guidance from our true parents. Instead, a person should take responsibility through self-control, self-determination, and life in a vertical relationship with God. So I said earlier, it's counterintuitive, but the more responsibility you take, the more freedom you will have. Okay, finally, no freedom without accomplishment. What does this mean? This is a lesser known principle. No freedom without accomplishment. Let's read. In school, the teachers, the dean, the other students are all competitive. Yet you can truly achieve the level where people can't help but recognize you for your accomplishments. This is from Father Moon back in 1979. A few other examples that might be more relevant is driver's license. Anyone here doesn't have a driver's license? Oh, Sasha, poor girl. Anyone else? Oh, everyone else has a license. Well, unfortunately for Sasha, because she doesn't have the accomplishment of earning a driver's license, she has no freedom to drive, right? Same thing with any degree. If you want to practice a certain field, being a doctor, dentist, lawyer, you need to earn a certain level of accomplishment in order to serve in that capacity. Does that make sense? So although you might feel like, oh yeah, I want to be free to do whatever I want, guess what? You can't. You have to earn it. You have to actually achieve an objective level of accomplishment in order to have the freedoms associated with that. Make sense? So that's why it's really important. If you want to experience true freedoms, you need to know the rules, the laws of freedom. And the more you apply them, the more freedom you will have. It is hard work, though. You do need to work hard at it to have that kind of freedom. I'm trying to think of what example. My life, freedom. Okay, I'm a senior pastor. I guess I had to kind of earn that, right? That was more by appointment. But even then, I had to be appointed in this role to have the authority to speak in front of you. I had to be appointed in this role as the New Jersey senior pastor in order to have the authority and freedom to share these principles with you. Not anyone can come up here and talk whatever they want, right? Well, maybe back then, but not under my leadership. You need to actually earn a certain level of accomplishment in order to have the freedom to speak publicly. And so this is a universal law that once you understand and master, you will find more freedom. One quick tip I find to be very helpful is the power of claiming victories. This is associated with the third principle of accomplishment, okay? Many times we tend to focus on things we didn't do, things we failed at, right? But it's a skill to be able to claim your own victories, okay? This is really important. I want you to learn, and we're going to do a little practice here, of how to claim victories. So basically, every victory that you claim is like a poker chip. Anyone here play poker? No. You're missing out in life. No, poker is gambling, so it can get addictive. But in any game, in poker especially, you have different chips, right? There's a $1 chip, $5 chip, 10, 15, depending on the rate that you're playing, it can get as high or as low as you want. But when you claim a victory in life, whether however big or small, it's like adding a chip to your pot, okay? The more chips that you claim, the bigger you can bet on life. And if life is a game, the more wins you claim, the more you can invest and the more you can win. And even if you lose, sometimes you lose. Every time you claim a victory, you're adding to your own pot so you can play again. Does that make sense? So you have to get good at claiming your victories. So I want you to take a moment now. This past week, I want you to reflect, what is one to three victories that you can claim? Okay, to make it easier, I'll give you some examples, right? It could be like something as simple as, I took out the garbage this week. Or, I worked 5 days and earned money to provide for my family. Or, I didn't yell at my kids. You know, whatever it is, I want you to take a moment to reflect on you know what, I'm going to make it challenging. 3 victories. Think of 3 things you can claim as a victory this week and share it with or you can do it self-reflection or you can share it with someone next to you, okay? I'm going to give you 4 minutes. Reflect and share in 4 minutes. Go. Okay, we have 30 more seconds. Okay, time. All right. I'd like to hear from you guys. Please share one victory from the past week that you'd like to share. Anyone? One victory. Yes.
This is my first time here. Thanks for being alive. I've been suffering too, being in a hospital, mental health, and now I'm regaining my strength back. So I just find a church to join in, and I am very happy to see people around here. I am not familiar around here, but then church is the house of God that welcome people that have problems, don't want to talk about it. They can find someone to talk about, not only suffer in silence, but there's others also that need help. Can you speak to them and they will understand your situation much better than that. So that's a victory that I can claim for this. Thanks for being alive.
All right, thanks for showing up. What's your name?
Didier Mayanan. Didier.
Didier.
Didier Mayanan.
Didier Mainen.
Yes.
All right, welcome, Didier. All right, yeah, that's a victory. Despite whatever challenge you're going through, to show up at a house of God, I think it's really a victory that you're here. Anyone else? Yes, Luke. Oh, we have one here.
There's a guest from Japan. He going to claim the victory.
Thank you. My name is Taka. I'm from the Second Nippo. 2 days ago, we came here in the United States from Japan. Yesterday, we visited Belvedere and New York City, and to meet Japanese people, we are their member. And then the biggest victory in this week is we could get a new subscriber for my newspaper. So just biggest victory, right? Yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yes, claim it. Even if it's just one more subscriber, that's a victory, right? It's one little poker chip, but still better than nothing. So, yeah, it's important to claim your victories. In my case, this week I was in Vegas, but we came back. We actually hosted our first Fully Alive seminar with the Next Gen youth, and that was amazing. And we also had a Cheongung Donors Breakfast yesterday morning. And that was also a very important victory for our community. And I was able to spend time with my family on Independence Day. That's also an important victory. So please take time to claim your victories every week, and that will help you in your freedom based on accomplishments. So this is just a review. No freedom outside the principle. No freedom without responsibility, no freedom without accomplishment. And I want to add one more thing, which is kind of a bonus. To experience true freedom, there's one secret. And that is, outside of these principles, or in addition to these principles, is one word. What word am I looking for? Love. No. Not love. What? I know, True Parents says love, but I have something else. It's based on your purpose in life. Joy. Okay? Joy. If you seek joy, then you will find the greatest freedom. Now, joy is really something that is God-given. That's something that is in you that is reflective of God's nature. So it's not joy like by yourself, it's joy with God. And that's gonna give you the greatest sense of freedom. Okay, so these are the rules of the game. But ultimately, if you have joy in your life, if you seek, pursue, and experience joy in your life, you will find the greatest freedom. Okay? So let's keep that in mind. And the final word I would share is from God's viewpoint, since God is a heavenly parent, a parent that just wants the best for you. The reason why we're sharing these principles is because God wants you to be truly free. God wants you to know and practice these principles so that you can experience the greatest freedom, which will bring the greater success in your life. Just like America has become great based on these principles of freedom, you can also experience success, joy, greatness in life by applying these principles of freedom in your life, okay? And these principles come from God. So as long as you understand that and you practice it, we can be more free and celebrate what it means to be American and find true freedom in your life and in the lives of those around you. Thank you very much. All right, let us bow our heads in prayer. Dear Heavenly Parent and our beloved true parents, we're gathered here on another Sunday, July 7th, 2024. And we just took some time to reflect on appreciating being here in America, where we celebrated Independence Day just a few days ago, the 248th birthday of America. The United States of America. I pray that on this day you are able to really share some of your truths, that people could really receive not only a better understanding of these principles of freedom, but that each of us could also feel behind these principles is your profound love and your desire as a parent to want the best for each of us. So I pray we can really receive your word today, that you may bless the words, that we may receive something that we can apply for this upcoming week and be a testament of you and your love. I offer this prayer as a representative of everyone here in my name, Naokimi Ushiroda of a Blessed Central Family, Jew.
Thank you so much, Pastor Naokimi. Wow, that was a really incredible sermon. Right, brothers and sisters? Wow, I really felt what I gained from that was if we apply these principles of true freedom in our lives, we can actually reach true lifelong happiness, right? And it's not easy, especially the responsibility part. But through striving for it and practicing these principles, I think what Pastor Naokimi also mentioned, like beyond that, we can feel God's deep love and hope for us to live a beautiful and happy life. So let's give one more hand to our Pastor Naokimi. Thank you so much. So I'd like to go through our announcements. This week, we thank you so much to our Passaic County volunteers for volunteering the Sunday service. Let's give them a hand too. Thank you, volunteers. And also, yes, this morning we had a moment of silence for our dear brother, Mr. Raul Marshall Principe. And he's going to have his viewing and Seonghwa ceremony today. His viewing starts from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. and his Seonghwa ceremony will be from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And the location is not here. It's going to be in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. So yes, if you like to join, I think the address is on the screen. If you'd like to join, you could take a picture, and you can also show your support by being in person. And also, if you can't join, we do have these message cards here. If you'd like to, write a message of love and deep appreciation for our dear brother, I think it's going to go with him in his casket. So yes, those are going to be at the back as you head out, I believe. And also, yes, and also today from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. after lunch, there's going to be a meeting with Japanese-speaking members with our president. Yes, with our president from Sege Ilbo. So if you'd like to join, it'll be at the Magnolia Room upstairs from 12:30 to 3 p.m. after lunch. Okay. Yes. So now we'd like to go. One more announcement from our Pastor Takino.
Thank you. So, the long time, this family actually supporting the breast family department and also New Jersey breast family department. They're going to move to Colorado. So the Johnson family. So I just want to say to thank you for serving the New Jersey and the national.
Yeah, we're gonna miss you guys. And Jersey, you want to come up? Okay. Yeah, but we just wanted to say bye. This is our last Sunday, but we'll see you again. In some ways, I feel like always in our community. If you want to add anything. Just kidding. But thank you, everyone. Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you so much for your family, for being part of our community. We'll miss you so much. So we hope that for your best blessings and best time in Colorado. So yes, one more announcement. So if you have these fans, these were donations, so just please do not bring them home. Yes. I was told by Erika-san, please don't bring them home, okay? These are a donation for this chapel here. And also just one more thing, for parents whose children joined the Sunday program, just make sure once again to pick them up at the game room. So let's go on to our closing song. So I'd like to welcome up the band once again, and let's all rise together. We're going to also have tithing during this time, so you can also come up to give your tithe.
If life were precious enough to grant my Go Scott! Our cherished hopes are for unity. Our dreams are for unity. Live our lives for unity. Come along, unity. Unity saving the people. Unity saving the nation. Coming quickly, unity. Come along, unity. Our cherished hopes are for unity. Even our dreams are for unity. We'll give our lives for unity. Come along, unity. Unity. Unity saving the people. Unity saving the nation. Come here quickly, unity. Come along, unity. Unity, yeah. Unity, 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 yeah. Unity,
Wow, thank you so much. And thank you so much, brothers and sisters, for coming to our Sunday service this morning. We're so, so grateful that you could come. And so please join fellowship and lunch downstairs. And also the pastoral team will be in front. You can greet them as you leave. Also the Johnson family will be in front too. You can greet them and wish them best on their next journey. So have a great week, everyone. God bless you.